Let's figure out today how you can run a deep analysis every week on your customer inquiries so that you can make more informed decisions and ultimately more money at your company. Let's get right to it. So assuming that you have a contact us form on your website, what we are going to do is automatically look at all these submissions and then run a deep analysis on them. So let's start a new workflow here in n8n and let's get going. We're going to run this one on a schedule. However, while we're making it and testing it, our first step is going to be trigger manually so that we can keep running this on our own time, and then at the end we'll swap it out for the scheduled trigger node. Next thing we got to do is pull in all of the form submissions, pull in all the data from all of the form submissions. Right now I have them going to my Gmail, so we're going to open up a Gmail node here. So we're going to go in Gmail and we're going to get many messages. So first, I'll take you over to my inbox here. In the contact form submissions I have, they're coming to my email with the subject title, contact us form submission. In here you can see what it looks like. Just reference past YouTube video to see how we get this done. But it's important to note because as we hop back to our n8n here, I'm going to select return all so that we get every single form submission. I do not want them simplified. And then we're going to have to add a filter here. So we're going to go in and do the search filter, and what we're going to put in here is the subject contact us form submission, because that is what the subject of every single email I'm getting in relation to this is titled. That is all we need here, so let's go ahead and execute this step. There we go. So it's got 9 items. As you can see here, there's probably 9 here, so that's why we have 9 items. So we're going to have to figure that out because we want it all as one output, as one item. So let's go to our next step here. Slide this over. So what we got to do is look for aggregate. We're going to change this to all item data into a single list because that's what we want to do. We can keep data and all fields. That is all we need. We can go ahead and execute this step. Boom. So as you can see, started off with 9 items and now we just have 1 item. So let's go out of here. I'm going to pin both of these nodes so that we don't need to keep executing these steps. They will be saved. Slide over here and let's keep going. Let's open up an AI agent. We are going to define below. Let's open this up. So this is our prompt user message here. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna paste a little bit of code in here. So what this does is it just takes in each of our data here, because we got data 1, or I guess technically 0, data 1, data 2, and so on, all the way down for each email. I believe there were 9 of them. So what this does, I don't want all of this information, context type 2, subject, message ID, the HTML of the email. All I want is the text, but I want the text for each and every one. So this is just a clean piece of code that does exactly that. It outputs each email with just the email here. So that's perfect. That's what we want. I'm just going to title this. I'm going to title it email content. Perfect. So we got that done. Now we will add a system message. Let's open this baby up. And I'll paste in my system message here. So as you see, it is quite detailed again, and it's important at this step because it needs to conduct an analysis on the email content it's receiving, and I want it to analyze it in the same way every single week. So let's break this down here. So first, I'm telling it its role. You know, you're an expert business analyst working for an auto repair shop. Each week you receive okay? Then I go into the goals of this whole thing. So we'll start with 1, understand each inquiry pretty much. Then 2, group related inquiries, combine similar emails into categories such as oil change, diagnostics, tire services. So first we're understanding what each inquiry is, then we're grouping it. Now, next, number 3, we're quantifying trends. So we have then grouped it and now we're figuring out different trends from those groupings. Number 4, we're gonna summarize key insights. Identify the most frequent inquiries or service requests, note any recurring customer issues or common vehicle problems, highlight trends, point out any unusual, urgent, or interesting inquiries worth attention. So as you can see here, this summary, this is going to allow you as a business owner, or if you're doing this for a business, it will allow them to make much more informed decisions. Like you can figure out what people are asking most. Okay, maybe this is something we want to an answer we want to have on our website, or these are the most common issues that are occurring to vehicles that we're working on the most. You can tailor your business in a different way to capitalize on this insight here. Then we have number 5, deliver a clear, actionable report. Use professional but straightforward tone that would be suitable for a weekly team meeting or business dashboard. You can just send this to the business owner. If you want this to go out to everyone at the business or certain people, this would be perfect. And then we have the output format, exactly how we want the analysis styled, or the template, or I guess just the output, how we want the output to look. And then lastly, important notes. Do not invent or assume data not present in the emails. We don't want any hallucinations here. If any email is unclear, briefly note that it was ambiguous, and your tone should be factual, helpful, and business oriented. So perfect. We'll go out of here. And what we just need to do here is add a chat model. As you know from past videos, I like Open Router because you just have access to a whole bunch of chat models. And let's use GPT-5 Mini. Oh. 5 Mini. Perfect. And that's that for this. We can execute this step here. There we go. It has output this. I'm going to pin this here. And now I just want this sent to my email. So let's create a Gmail node. This Gmail. It's going to be send a message. Perfect. I've linked in my Gmail account. Send to. Just put in whatever email you want these going to. I assume it's going to be your email or your client's email if you're doing this for a business. So okay. Subject. Analysis of the week's contact us form submissions. For this, I'm just going to do text. If you want this styled in a super cool way that comes to you, perfect, have at it. For now, I'm just going to use like the text format here, and we'll go into the message, and we will just drag in the output here. That's all we need. So let's execute this step here. Perfect. Let's go check the email. Email, let's refresh. Here we go. Analysis of the week's contact us form submissions. And this is the analysis. Summary table, diagnostics, happened 3 times, 3 oil change inquiries, tire service. So it broke down weekly. Summary, most common customer needs, pricing / estimate requests were the single most frequent items, 6 emails. Diagnostics for check engine light / rough idle and routine oil change / maintenance requests were the next most common, 3 each. Breaks down patterns, notable outliers. The 3 top frequent service requests were pricing and quotes, diagnostics, check engine light, and then oil change, pre-winter maintenance. Recurring vehicle issues or parts mentioned, goes into those, and then recommendations and actionable items. So this is kind of helps you tailor your business in the future or make some smart business decisions that'll help you out. And there we go. So let's just hop back to n8n because we just need to get this going automatically. So we're going to sub this trigger node out with the schedule trigger. So I'm going to just delete this here. I will right click, add node. It's going to be on a schedule. For this example, I want to walk into work on the first day of the week, Monday, and have this ready to go in my email. So I'm going to get this to go every Monday at 6 a.m. So it's going to be once a week on Monday at 6 a.m. And there we go. We just have to hook this up here. And ta-da! Let's save. It's not going to go automatically because it is inactive. We need to activate this. And there we have it. I'm going to unpin these. And perfect. You are done. It's going to execute this workflow every Monday at 6 a.m. So when you walk into work or when your client walks into work, you're going to have the analysis ready to go. What I'm going to do is just clean this up a bit. I like to name these nodes. Find all form submissions, analyze trends, just so I know. I'm using GPT-5 Mini, and get the email. Perfect, save that. So this will run automatically every Monday at 6 a.m. and this will help you if it's your business or your client, if you're implementing this for your client's business. It'll really help you just be able to make better business decisions or more informed business decisions to achieve the ultimate goal, which is to make more money and make your customers or clients happy. So there we have it. Appreciate you checking in on this video here. If you need any help with anything like this, or you want me to implement something like this for your business, send me an email. I got it in the description below, and hit a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll be coming out with much more. So appreciate you checking in. Cheers.